I want you to know that I'm ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat.
Hi, I'm Childish Gambino. New album comes out in November. It's called Camp. Camp means a lot of stuff. There's a style of camp. There's summer camp, you know. Hip-hop has an affinity towards summer. I'm a big proponent of youth. I always go back to my first feelings of stuff because it usually is so powerful. As I think as you get older, you start to get a lot more jaded about things, and you think things are stupid when they're, you don't ever think about the things that you did when you were younger that probably seem stupid to other people, but I think that's important. Like, stupid stuff is important sometimes.
My text go to your screen, you know better than that. I come around when you least expect me. I'm looking at the bar when your glass is empty. You thinking that the song coming on to tempt me. I need to be alone like the way you left me.
Me and Daniel, I guess he came to see me when I did the Williamsburg show. After the show, Glassnote came up to me and was like, "We saw this is the second time we saw you. Excellent show." And then I met him at Bonnaroo. And he brought me backstage for Mumford and Sons, and we were talking about the album. He's like, "Is the album good?" And I was like, "My new album?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Is it good?" And he was like, just straight up asked, and I was like, "Yeah, I think it's really good, actually. I think it's the best thing I've ever made." And he was like, "Good, great, then we can do it." And then I was like, he was the only one who asked me that, which I thought was amazing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I am. This week is a week off at Community, so like in between we have a hiatus, but like I'm more busy when I'm off. With the album coming out, we're trying to talk about the album, and I taped my first hour special in March, and that comes out like a week or two after the album, if not days after the album. So like my first hour special premieres the same month as that. As my first album ever. There's a lot of stuff, but the thing is like, these are good problems. Like, they're excellent problems to have. Like, I always just wanted to stay busy, and I feel like, I can't run at this pace forever, so I feel like now is the time to run yourself ragged. I try and embrace our mistakes. Like, my voice cracks. It's not perfect, I don't want it to sound perfect. Like, I like when we make mistakes, sometimes like I feel like those are the best parts of things, so I try and leave them as much as possible. And I feel like, and I don't really consider myself hip hop, but or rap really, but I feel like that is a genre where mistakes are not tolerated. I feel like with rock, like stuff, like people are just like, "Oh yeah, his voice is like ultra weird, and it doesn't sound great all the time," but that's kind of the point. And I feel like hip-hop, everything is supposed to be like super clean and perfect all the time. So I just feel like, maybe it's important to embrace your mistakes, because that's really what makes you who you are. Like, everybody is kind of like, don't do it, it's stupid. Everybody told me, but everything I've done, people are like, don't do that. You'll look stupid, But it's about, I guess like just doing music in general, and about like all the stuff I do now that, I guess people can say like you'll regret it, but I just don't want to have any regrets.
I mean that, but not really. You say the nastiest stuff in bed, and it's always awesome when you do it.